Well, we've made great strides in the past year. But men and women of the Southern Republican Leadership Conference, there's a lot more to do. It's only halftime in this locker room. We're ahead on freedom's scoreboard, but there's a lot of time left on the clock. And as Hoosiers saw on Monday night, you can fight them even all night long, but you still got to be ahead when the buzzer sounds. Bottom line, this isn't over. We cannot rest. We cannot relent until we win back the American Congress for the American people. So how do we do it? Well, a couple of thoughts. First, we got to stay focused. Distraction is the enemy of success. Now, politics and the airwaves are always filled up with speculation. I get that. Who's up? Who's down? Who's perfect? Who's next? Friends, we got to resist the temptation to look past the next election. As Coach Brad Stevens of the Butler Bulldogs said in the locker room right before that national championship game, he said, quote, "We have just got to focus on the next possession." Well, the next possession for Republicans and for the American people is Election Day 2010. Men and women, we have got to take that hill. Secondly, to win back America, to win back the American Congress for the American people, we need to campaign as conservatives. To face the enormous challenges ahead, we don't just need a Republican majority on Capitol Hill. We need a conservative majority on Capitol Hill. We need men and women. We need men and women committed to fight for a strong defense, for limited government, and for traditional American values without apology and without acrimony. You know, I like to tell people I'm a conservative, but I'm not in a bad mood about it. We need to find happy warriors. Men and women who will take our message to every community and every neighborhood, regardless of race and creed and color. Our ideas know no boundaries in America. Jack Kemp taught me that. Lastly, we've got to show the American people that we know what's at stake in this election and offer a compelling vision for a better America, grounded in the timeless principles of the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution of the United States of America. Because, you know, despite the political gains of the last year, America is changing. And she is not changing for the better. A nation conceived in liberty has come of age in bondage to big government. We've lost respect in the world. We're going broke. And our social and cultural fabric is unraveling. You know, I'm told that officials in this administration will actually admit in private that they see their job as managing American decline. Well, let me say this from my heart. As a student of the history of this great land, the job of the American president is not to manage American decline. The job of the American president is to reverse it. In the face of their failed leadership, our party must produce a vision for a better America that will return our national government to the common sense and common values of the American people. So what would that look like? Well, first and foremost, It means rededicating ourselves to doing what is necessary to defend this nation at home and abroad, giving the American soldier everything they need to get the job done and come home safe. And defending the nation means keeping all of our options on the table to deter our enemies and protect our friends, including nuclear weapons. You know, history teaches that weakness arouses evil. Telling our enemies what we will never do with our most powerful weapons makes no sense at all. And it means giving our intelligence communities the tools they need to fight the war on terror like a war. We must end the era of putting international public relations ahead of public safety. Khalid Sheikh Mohammed and his cohorts should not be tried in our civilian courts. They should be tried at Guantanamo Bay, where they belong. You know, it also means being good to our friends and tough on our enemies, not the other way around. You know, the recent controversy over Israel's construction of apartment buildings in Jerusalem was appalling. I never thought I'd live to see the day that an American administration would denounce the Jewish state of Israel for rebuilding Jerusalem. Let the world know this if it knows nothing else. America stands with Israel. And closer to home, we've also got to offer a vision for a better America. And a vision for a better America begins with offering the American people an effective pathway to restore true fiscal discipline to our national government. Since World War II, the federal government has operated on an average of 20% of our national economy. But after runaway federal spending under both political parties, right now, federal spending is nearing 25% of GDP. And in the years ahead, without any new spending or programs, we'll reach more than 40% of our gross domestic product by the middle of this century.